Yeah, one of the benefits that I see clients gaining by working with both Affinity and ProCirrus is our familiarity with one another. Affinity's familiarity with our system and the way we can provide value to the clients as far as security, safety, support, integrations, stability. Also, when we have a need on one of the software programs that Affinity has helped the firm begin using, we know where to call, and Affinity has access to our servers to be able to just log right in and do the work. So without that benefit, without that partnership, it's often a lot of extra work to try to get two different parties, or even sometimes three, aligned to get on the phone together, log into a server and do some work together. But with Affinity, it's seamless. One of the benefits of working with both ProCirrus and Affinity at the same time is the synergy between the two. These are two companies that have a long partnership. We've been working together about 12, 13 years now. We all know each other. We know who's specializing in one area or another. And when we need something to help our mutual client, we know right where to go. We're not putting in a ticket and waiting days for responses. We can often call up the right person, get the answer very quickly, and get the firm back to work or get whatever modification or update done to the software that they're looking for. So it's just much more cohesive and seamless for the firm. You know, the firms I would send to Affinity are firms that are looking for some kind of change. Most of the time we work closely with whomever introduced us to the client. So if a firm is already working with Affinity and a question comes up that's outside of our wheelhouse, we're going to remind them of who would be the best person to speak to at Affinity. But if we have clients that don't have that kind of a relationship and they're looking for either software change, cultural change, workflow change, different kinds of advice of that nature, that's where we recommend our clients go, because Affinity knows the market. They know every software out there. They know what works well together. They know many different practice areas and how to solve the problems within those practice areas to make firms efficient and effective and compliant and all the other areas that are important to them. The way Affinity and ProCirrus started working together was back in about 2012. We were brought into a conversation with a law firm down in Florida by an existing partner, and Affinity was also working with that firm suggesting software, and they had a different hosting option at that time that was actually offered by Affinity. The managing partner of the firm said, "Hey, Debbie Foster of Affinity, Debbie, I really like the software you're recommending, but I'd like to use this cloud that Ronnie's talking about from ProCirrus. Would you talk to him?" And Debbie did what Debbie does, and she put her glasses up at the top of her head and asked me about a million questions for a good couple of hours. And at the end, she said, "Well, I don't believe a word of it because I know how hard this is to do it. But if you deliver, we'll have a lot of work to do from now together. For right now, though, it sounds to me like a bunch of magic wands and pixie dust, and I don't believe any of it." Crystal balls too, crystal balls, magic wands, crystal balls, and pixie dust. She said, "I don't believe it." Well, we did deliver, and that was the start of our friendship and our partnership. ProCirrus and Affinity have been working together about 13 years now to make our clients' lives and their firms run more smoothly and effectively and efficiently. So it's been 13 years of great work together, and look forward to about that many more.